Do you want to know 5 red flags you should keep an eye out for when getting ready to hire a contractor? If so, this video is for you. Hey people, I am Natalie Lee, owner of Design Build Style, a design and construction company here in Georgia. I am just coming to you today. If you are getting ready to do a home renovation or a big design job and you want to know what you should be thinking about when you're getting ready to hire a contractor, I want to give you 5 red flags you need to keep an eye out for so you can stay away from people that might get you in trouble during that project. So the first thing, red flag I want you to watch out for is someone who cannot pull or is not willing to pull a permit for your job. The reason this is an issue is if you can't pull a permit, it could be a red flag that someone is not licensed or is in bad standing with their license. So it's a good question to ask. Not all jobs need to be permitted, and many homeowners choose to permit or not permit jobs even when they should be. That's up to the homeowner. We can save that for another video. But you need to ask the question, are you able to pull a permit if needed? Have that question ready in your arsenal when you're interviewing people and see what the replies are. If someone is not able to pull a permit, but maybe you're just having them in for some handiwork and such like that, or smaller, carpentry work that may not need a permit anyway, that doesn't mean you shouldn't use that person. It's just a question to ask to sort of open the door for communication, figure out how that person is licensed or if they are licensed, and making sure that everything is in good standing. If you're going to be doing a big renovation that's going to require a lot of plumbing, electrical, larger type renovations, it's always good to make sure that someone has that license, just because you're going to make sure you have that coverage that you need for your project. The second red flag I would watch out for is if someone does not have a lot of references or a job site from the past that you can go and visit. It's not that you're really going to want to go to someone's kitchen or basement and check out someone's work, but the person should be able to come up with a place or two for you to go see their work if you really wanted it. I know that most of our clients aren't going to want new potential clients of mine coming into their space. That's why we always do photography and videos of our spaces. But I also know I have a couple clients that if someone wanted to see a space in person, I would definitely take them there. Or I'd invite the person into my own home to see the quality of work here. So people should be willing to show you their work, have some good relationships with past clients where you could get in to see the work. If they don't, it's a bit of a red flag. The only way I would say it's not a red flag is if they're newer in the business. People new in the business can still do wonderful work. I was new at one time and people had to sort of hope and gamble on me, and that's okay as long as you feel comfortable with it. That's fine. I'm not saying that if there's no references, don't use them. But if you're looking for a larger scale renovation, you do want to try and stick with someone that is seasoned in the business at least somewhat and has personal references as well as business references and a place to go see their work. The third red flag I'd want you to keep an eye out for is if the person you are going to hire is located or based out of a location that's over an hour and a half away from your project. That's sort of the magic number for me. We're in Metro Atlanta, so many of our clients are an hour, hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes away. Anything over an hour and a half, it's just harder to get to and service properly. And I say that from personal experience. I'm not saying it can't be done, especially if proper expectations are set up on the front end. But if someone's based too far away, you may feel that they're not on the job as much as you would want them there. And it's harder to get there if there is an issue. It can be done, but it's going to be a little trickier. And asking that question of where are you located, again, it's just a question that opens the door for further questions. It may be fine that someone's located over an hour away, as long as you know that the subcontractors that are going to be working on your property can get to you, and as long as the contractor themselves is able to get to you if there is an issue. So anything over an hour and a half away, I'd say it's a bit of a red flag. The fourth red flag to watch out for is if someone wants too large of a deposit to start your project. This one can get a little, interesting, but we typically ask anywhere from 10 to 25% to get going on a project. The only time we ask for more than that is if there's custom work involved that requires upfront payment. Now that's totally normal and it should be written out or explained easily to you. Take, for instance, our custom cabinetry person. If we're doing a kitchen with custom cabinets, that craftsman requires his payment up front, which will come obviously from the client in the form of a deposit to get work going. So that's totally normal, but always ask questions. Like I said, anywhere from 10 to 25% is typically normal. 50% more, you want to see why are they doing that. They could be mismanaging money or using money from your job to pay for other jobs. So just have that dialogue going. The only time it's not a problem is say you have a smaller job. If it's a $10,000 job that you're getting some custom built-ins put in, it's pretty typical if someone says, hey, I need 50% up front and maybe 50%, before, as the project is wrapping up. That's normal because it's a smaller job. They may need that $5,000 to, pay the guys, get the materials and start the work. That's totally normal. Smaller job, larger deposit may be more, more easily explained, but a larger job, if you're doing a $100,000 kitchen and someone wants $50,000 up front, I'm going to go ahead and tell you it's a red flag. And the last red flag is pretty obvious, but a lot of people don't pay attention to this. It is a red flag if you are not comfortable with the person that you are about to hire. If they give you the ick factor or you don't think you can talk to them for anywhere from 3 weeks to 6 months, it's going to be a problem. You want to hire someone that, even if your personalities aren't, BFF and you want to talk to them every day, somebody that you feel comfortable enough to bring a problem to should an issue arise, or someone that makes you feel comfortable with their level of expertise, experience, how they're going to handle the job. And again, asking questions is a lot of times how you get there. But if you're feeling that ick feeling, I really suggest that is a red flag and you need to either ask more questions or move on to someone else. And we do the same thing as well. Contractors, designers, different subcontractors. There's plenty of times that we will walk away from a job just because we're like, something's not right here. And we don't want to get into a situation where further down the line, people just are not getting along well or communication breaks down. So if you're getting the ick factor, it's definitely a red flag. So that's it. I hope that was a little bit helpful to you if you're about to hire somebody for your project. And I'm so thankful that you guys are here. I really want to continue making videos that educate you, entertain you a little bit, and give you the insider scoop on everything related to design, construction, and interior design and styling, furnishing, all that kind of good stuff. So I hope you like and subscribe. Come on back later for more, and we'll see you soon.